Okay, now that you have generated your sketch and saved it, we're going to now put some kind of thickness and extrude this side to get it finished. So we're going for something that is going to look like this, with the route in place and the hole in place, and also this different route here. So to start with, let's first go to the extrude tool up in the top left, which is under the 3D model. We are going to sort of click on the areas that we want to bring out. So if I hover over this area here, first that starts to extrude. I want to kind of bring this part up, here, here, here. All right, and then we're just going to zoom out. If you use the kind of the little cube at the top right here, you can just move it around. We're going to bring each of these little areas out. So we've brought our whole kind of part out as far as the kind of top rectangle will go, not those circles, and then in like that. Okay, so you know, if that's then done, you can then change the dimension here to 9 millimeters, and then this part here, I would name it as side 1, like that. Okay, so we just name that as side 1. Okay, once you've got that named as side 1, that's quite helpful. When you open up solid bodies here, you'll see there is side 1. Okay, so now we want to take out those extrusions. So if you come over and to your extrusion 1, the first thing you've just done, and open up the little plus sign, you'll see that the sketch that you originally created is in there. If I right click on that sketch and then turn on visibility, you'll be able to see the sketch again. And if you can see it, that means you can use it to do extrusions or cuts. Now I'm going to kind of just come around this side. Although we want to cut into the other side, the sketch is on this side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out this route that you did along here. So I'm going to go back to my extrude button just here, and then I'm going to select that area there. Now it's cut all the way through that, which we don't want to do. We only want to cut through 5 millimeters like that. However, we don't want to cut to start from this side. We want to start from the other side here, okay, and we want it to go in that way. So once you've put 5 in, come to this button here and you see it says from. We're going to click that area, and then we're going to click this face. Now it's selected that face, but the cut is coming out the wrong way. So we're going to change the direction so that it cuts in. And this time it's adding material. So if you look here, it's now joining the material, and we want to press the cut button. There we go. That's now cut from that side and cutting in the right way. I can now press OK, and that's now selected out. We're going to use the same method for putting the 2 kind of cuts down the side. In fact, that should be not 5, that should be 4, shouldn't it? I got that wrong. So I'm going to double click on this extrusion. It's good for me to show you. Change that to 4 millimeters like that. Now, if I go and press OK, now if I go back round this side, I can see the areas that I want to cut in the other side. So here, I'm now going to cut on the sides here, this part, and this part. And if I come over to this side, we want to select these areas. So there it is. We're going to select that one, and that one. Okay, and then I'm going to go back around to this side over here, and I'm going to now do the same as I did before. I'm going to select this button here, which is from, select that plane. Then I'm going to change the direction so it goes in, and then I'm going to change this to cut there. Okay, and this one is 5 millimeters. So it goes slightly deeper than the other routed joint. And I can now double check that the other side is selected, which it is. And there we go. We can now click OK. All right, that's now put those 2 parts in. And I think that is nearly everything that we have. So the only other thing that you could do now, I'm not sure whether it's best to do it now or a bit later, but let's put it in now. We're going to select these kind of holes to put in. So I put them as, you could have drawn a circle and extruded a circle, but we're going to select the hole feature here. We're going to change, it's already found 2 positions. See, it's selected one there and one here. So we're going to make sure that it's got a hole, a simple hole, and then we want to change the kind of dimension, or the distance here to 4.5 4.5 a diameter here. Okay, so that's now selected it as 4.5 going through as a clearance hole. It's telling it to go through 39 millimeters at the moment. So we could use that now. We might consider using this later, but for the minute, I think just putting it through like that will be fine. We also have one other hole that we haven't used in the middle here. Now, this is quite interesting for me because, you know, you've put all the other holes in, you've done the original sketch, you missed something off. Can you go back and change your sketch from before? Yes, you can. So here it is, sketch 1. I'm going to double click on there. I am going to put in this initial point like that. So there we go, select the point tool, there it is. And we're just going to kind of select this point here. Now, how far up that comes at the moment, I'm going to make it in line with the other 2 holes here. So I'm going to dimension that to the bottom to there. And I'm actually, instead of tapping in 60.5 again, I'm just going to select it. Oh, I can't select. Can I select that original one? No, I can't. Not going to let me, but you should usually be able to select that one. There we go. Okay, so that's now selected. Let's just zoom in and move this one out the way. Yeah, I'll kind of fix it slightly. So if I double click on this, you can see, there we go, I can select that one. And there we go. It's now, those 2 dimensions are linked. So if you change them, they'll both change. Okay, so there we go. That's now selected. I can finish my sketch. I've got that point there now, so I can go back and I can do that hole for this point here, and it's already selected it, it's found it, and it's done it like that. Okay, so there we go. We've got these 3 different holes here going through this material, and we can come back around this side and we can see that everything's ready and completed. At this point, you might like to right click on that one sketch and turn off the visibility, and that is now ready. I'm going to press save and carry on.